Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Amplify, where we like to highlight and spotlight movers and shakers and people, women who are fancy.
I'm fancy.
You're always fancy. I guess she doesn't need no introduction. Suha?
Hello. Hi. By the way, we did not coordinate clothing today.
No,
Not at all. It just happened.
it's just happening. No, that's the girlfriend vibe. Thank you so much for being a guest.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And so we are kicking off this Amplify recording because Suha did something that a lot of people don't do. And she did it extremely well. And you can see it, like you can actually visibly see her progress. Suha, tell us what you did about showing up on the LinkedIn platform.
Ah, so about a year ago, I noticed that I'm not getting traction. Being a solopreneur, I'm involved in business development, and I just felt like I was plateauing and nothing's happening.
Hmm.
And so I decided to just kick it up a notch. I started to post a little bit more. I saw a little bit more engagement. And then in January, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to try to post every single day. I know people say you don't have to post every day. You just be authentic, post about things that matter to you. And that's kind of what I did. Starting in January, I started to post on a regular basis. And I really was surprised at how much traction and engagement I started to build. And I'm posting about all sorts of things. I'm posting about things that my company does, what Z Technology offers. I'm posting vulnerable, things that have happened to me, about my childhood, about my parents, about Baba, obviously. Uh, you know, and it seems that the more I posted and engaged with others, the more I started to see value in that and see people reciprocate. And about 3 months ago, it took about 3 months of showing up, of actually being consistent.
Got
And
it?
about 3 months ago, I started to get DMs and started to have people reach out to me and talk about, whether it's tech leadership development, whether it is, helping them with their tech situation, their challenges, business intelligence, artificial intelligence, whatever it is. They saw me, and a lot of them actually were not engaging on the posts. They were reaching out to me directly. So they're not showing up and engaging on the post. They may just like it or celebrate or say it's insightful, but they weren't commenting. But then they would send me a direct message. And that has really built a pipeline of connections that, I now have more people that I know, not in real life, which is kind of really strange, but I feel like I'm really connected and I know them in a way that I never did before. And that really comes from making the strategy, the decision that, one, I needed to know, why am I on LinkedIn? And I really give a lot of credit to both Liz Short and then I know I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, then Smokes. I'm going to say it. Because that was one of the things that they really stressed is, why are you on the platform? What is it that you want from the platform? And so knowing what your goal is really helps you to develop whatever strategy you want. And so if all you want to do is post and you have no ulterior motive, that's one thing. But if you're actually doing business development and you're trying to connect with clients and show how you can, and show and demonstrate how you can add value to them and how you can help them resolve their challenges and solve their problems, then you have to have a very different strategy on how you approach LinkedIn.
100%. You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Especially for our solopreneurs like ourselves, right? I tell people all the time, um, just my last Taco Tuesday, in order for you to see different results, you have to do different things. And you wanted to see different results. So you did something different. And I think it's the execution part where people trip up. They understand, they get that they have to do something different, but they just are afraid to execute that.
Yeah. And
But you did it, and look at the results. You did something different, and now you got different results. And I see it. I see it, and you and I engage all the time with each other apart, we
yeah,
text,
yeah.
we have podcasting time together, but you really did something different. And now people are reaching out to you. And that something you mentioned that they may not like or comment, but trust and believe
Hmm.
they are watching you.
Yeah.
They are watching you sometimes like intensely too.
Yeah. I've actually had a couple of people say, we've been following you to see, is this really who you are? Do you, I mean, again, what you put, your strategy and what you're sharing and what you're posting has to lead to something. And so if I want to say that I am, I can help you with your, whatever it is that I'm helping you with, again, technology, business intelligence, change management, artificial intelligence, all those things. If I am saying I'm here to help you, then I have to demonstrate how I can do that. And the only way you do that is you share and you give stories and and you have to be a good storyteller, because there's a difference between how you share, how you write something that's going to be engaging, that's going to hook the person, pull them in and make them want to read more. We are all great at scrolling. We scroll or we
Yes,
swipe.
we
And
are.
so something's got to attract your attention and stop you, whether it's the image that you use, the video that you use, the terminology and the words that you use in your storytelling. It makes a huge difference.
It does. It really does. And also, I will add, here's the thing. I like the why are you on the platform? It also has to be genuine. It
Mm-hmm.
really has to be you. Because here's the thing, it ties into consistency. If this is not who you really are and what you're passionate about, you won't be consistent because ultimately it's a lie.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
it's going to
who
come
you
through.
are, and it will come through. And because it's not really who you are, you won't be consistent. And after 3, maybe 6 months, if you could pull it off, it'll drop. And that is the reason why so many folks just don't make it after that 3 to 6 month. But when it's really who you are and it's really something that you love, trust and believe you are going to show up because it's real.
And one of the things that I started recently is I started this Monday Minute, which is really focused on kind of like helping people understand AI, because there's so much noise out there and what's true and what's not true. I mean, anything you see now can be generated by AI, so you cannot trust everything that you see. And so I wanted to start to break it down for people. So I started, and I just do it, that particular post, the Monday Minute post, is just done on Mondays. It's very short. It's just basically explaining one aspect of AI that I came across or that I've had people ask about over and over that I thought would be very interesting to share and explain. And the response to the Monday Minute, and Monday is actually spelled with AI at the end, so people kind of like go Monday, so it's Monday Minute with a yeah,
It. Love
yeah, and it has really been well received. I have to admit, I've gotten so much feedback on that it's really helping explain and demystify the whole AI thing that's out there.
That's that's great. I absolutely love that. Of course, you're always adding value. You're always educating. I love the showing up. As we wrap things up, lastly, tell people exactly what Z Technology Solution does and where are you going to be in a couple of weeks?
It's 10 days away. I will be at Housing Wires, the gathering. I'm so
Okay.
excited. I missed it last year and I had so much FOMO. So I was actually, I think, either the second or third ticket sold when they opened it up like last year. I'm very excited to be there.
Awesome.
Unfortunately, I'm only there for a couple of days because I have my wedding anniversary coming up. So we're actually leaving directly from Housing Wires gathering to leave for our trip. But I'm really excited to see everybody. I'd love to chat, grab a coffee, take a selfie with anyone. It'd be great. And now, as far as your other question, what does Z Technology Solutions do? Really, we're the lenders and the fintech's partners. Anybody in the mortgage lending ecosystem, we're your partner. We're here to help you solve your challenges, help you figure out what your challenges and your problems are, and then develop a strategy for you that gets you to where you want to go. Whether it is to help you with your tech team. A lot of smaller companies don't have tech team leadership, so they need somebody to come in a fractional perspective and help them develop their team, help guide them, do the project management and change management that's necessary. So that's one area that we provide services in. We look at your technology stack. We look at what are legacy systems that you have. How can we build the right data platform so that you can move into this, what's really happening right now, which is the whole AI revolution. Because if you don't have the right platform, if you're not ready, if you're not an AI ready organization, then you're not going to be able to be successful. And so that's something that we come in and help the leadership team. And I learned a new term that I've started to use. I'm a deck and do. I'm not a deck and don't. So I am a deck and do, which means I come in, I do a presentation for you, and then I'm shoulder to shoulder with your team executing on what we agreed on. I don't just do the deck and then leave it with you and go on my merry way. I'm a deck and do. And I'm going to start using that as a hashtag.
Like that. I like that a lot. Very creative, and you are. And you are.
Oh,
And
thank you.
Suha is, I encourage you, please connect with her. If you're needing any of these services for your organization, she is a great ally and she is a subject matter expert in these services. So please, I encourage you to connect with her, follow her. And with that, thank you for watching another episode of Amplify, Movers and Shakers, and People That Are Fancy Appear as Guys. Thank you for watching, folks. Bye.
Bye bye.